Hang on, sound is not on.
Okay,
Sound
cool.
Okay, let's start again.
I guess it's tough. It's tough to go a week without doing that. So,
Oh man. Okay.
this is now the Ask Ultra Chen segment on
Yeah.
First Attack.
We usually go up till 10:30 every Monday,
Yeah.
so we're just gonna stick around for a little bit.
Still got a
so.
half an hour, but I don't know if we're gonna
Yeah.
run that long. Yes.
Double face palm.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you have any questions for us, you can tweet them to us at UltraChenTV. Let's get going.
Sure.
At Fokra says, do you think once people have hit mid to high level play, they can start to take advantage of UOP play as an occasional wild card play?
What does UOP play?
I don't know what UOP means. UOP, the letters. Well, I don't know what that is. All right, let's move on to at Poster of Sinks. With New York Chris G moving to SoCal, how OP will he get being able to train with Jay Wong frequently? Well, there are good players in New York too, so. But yeah, probably good, I guess. Is it confirmed that he's moving to Southern California? I haven't really been keeping
He
tabs.
mentioned something about that, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, so he's gonna come to SoCal.
Awesome.
And I don't know, we'll see, because I mean Chris G and Justin, they're friends, but at the same time they are rivals. So I don't know, how often that they may actually get a chance to play with each other.
I don't know.
So yeah.
Yeah, Justin's been doing those open sessions a little bit
That's
more.
true.
So
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
So someone says UOP is unorthodox player.
Oh, okay. That's a weird
Okay.
thing to abbreviate, but all right.
It's Twitter, dude. You abbreviate weird things.
I guess.
right?
Like,
So,
why didn't
yeah,
he
yeah.
say ADV for advantage rather than UOP? Anyways. Okay, so let's reread that then. Do you think once people have hit mid to high level play, they can start to take advantage of unorthodox players' play as an occasional wildcard play? He probably means, can they start to play unorthodox themselves for short periods of time?
Oh.
That's what I think he means.
Okay. I mean, that's kind
And,
of
yeah.
that's kind of what Vi's strategy was.
Yeah.
Remember, do two logical things, then one illogical
Yeah.
thing, and that
Totally.
gets people confused. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. James Apis says, what are your opinions of characters in fighting games that are purposely bad? Ono recently said that Dan is purposely bad. Really? I don't think I heard about that. That's too
Yeah,
bad.
I didn't hear about that either. So
I think that sucks. I don't know why they think that's a good idea. It's always the case that there's low tier, so I don't know why they feel like they need to design a low tier specifically. If somebody wants to play low tier, great. See how the tiers shuffle out. Pick whatever the worst character is. That's fine. You don't need to artificially do that.
yeah, and
So, I don't like it.
admittedly, there's always those people who like to play low tier.
That's
characters, right?
I used to be like that. It's
Yeah,
just
same here.
but my picking up of Q and 12 and Hugo in Third Strike, I didn't pick up Sean, okay, because Sean is the character that is made to suck.
Right.
They took him from Second Impact where he was a good character,
Which
and,
was one of the best. Yeah,
and they purposely nerfed him in almost every way. Okay, because that was the design, and that bugged me. I just didn't like that.
Yeah,
So if
yeah, I agree.
Dan turns into the purposely bad character, then I think that sucks. I don't think he is bad in SF4 in AE 2012. I think he's in the bottom 5, but I don't think that he is bad. Is not viable. Okay, if he is that way in the next game in Ultra, that would suck.
Yeah,
I think that'd
yeah.
be stupid.
Hopefully, they'll try to get past that and make Dan a decent character. But we'll
I
see
hope
what
so, but I
happens,
guess
so.
we will see. If Ono did say that, then that doesn't bode well.
Right.
Arrow Blue says, so should players have multiple battle plans instead of one?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
In fact, the best way, I mean, you might as well just take the Bruce Lee quote, right? About being like water, how water flows, and if you put water in a cup, it takes the shape of a cup. If you put water in a bowl, it takes the shape of the bowl, right? I mean, you shouldn't even have necessarily multiple battle plans. You should just have your strategy, and as the round goes, it just kind of morphs and goes into the direction that it needs to be.
Yeah, as you realize what your opponent's tendencies are and what your opponent wants to do and what they think the base level of gameplay is, all that stuff, you can tailor your play to them.
Right.
And that'll probably change because people tend to change mid-set.
Yeah.
People don't usually keep the same playstyle the whole time. You change a little bit yourself.
Right.
So.
Okay.
At Wumbo3000 says, players like Viscant may not have the best execution, but they're smart. Which players have high execution with no thought? You want to say on 3?
No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't. Because honestly, there's like 2 players I could name in this particular situation.
Which one would you
right?
put first, though? Because I know the 2 you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, right now, obviously, one of the main ones that you've talked about in the past is Punko,
Indeed.
right? Yeah. And then obviously there's players like Marn, right?
Those are the 2.
Yep. Very execution craziness heavy, and
Very tough to predict.
yeah, I've talked to Marn before. I'm like, why would you decide to do that? He's like, I don't know, it felt right at the time.
That's right.
So, that's it.
That's right. By his own admission. Medium Foo says, what did you guys think of the Hakan player at KIT this weekend? We'll probably talk about that more tomorrow, but yeah, it was great. It was great to see.
Yeah,
Absolutely great to see. iPods Chun, again, I don't know how to pronounce that. Man, that bugs me. Why English is such a stupid language when it comes to the alphabet. Why don't our letters mean things?
I think iPods Chun is right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fighting randoms, advantage to old arcade players who are forced to adjust quicker. Oh, he even says this. P.S. It's iPod Shun, not iPods Chun. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. Okay.
I do think that's the case. I do think that it's easier for people who grew up grinding in Regency and James games to know how to deal with that, because that's what they played all the time.
The thing is, a lot of the older games had less shenanigans. They were very much more fundamental based, like hyper fighting and these games like that. You don't.
Very old games, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really necessarily have as many crazy tricks, right? So you learn fundamentals better, and fundamentals will beat scrubs a lot better than shenanigans
That's true.
will. So yes, old players are definitely going to have the advantage there. So.
It's Mr. Mickey says, do you think that next gen fighter would be a thing, or Xbox 360 and PS3 would be the new Dreamcast and arcade type of thing?
So in other words, is the next gen machines gonna be able to produce good fighting games on them and such?
Why not? I don't know.
The 360 is like the perfect fighting game box.
Really?
Because it's got all those old arcade titles like the Mark of the Wolves, and the Darkstalkers, and MVC2, all these things like that, So it's an awesome fighting game machine. It'll be hard for it to get to that point, but we'll see. Only time will tell, so...
Endrel says, I've been playing a long time and I can't hit confirm to save my life. What do?
I have an episode in season 1 about, I think it's to hit or not to hit or something like that, which is all about hit confirms. But number 1 rule I tell everyone about hit confirms, always expect it to connect, react to it being blocked. If you're always expecting it to be blocked and try to react to it on hit, you will never hit confirm for your whole life.
Okay.
Always expect it to hit and react to the block. So.
Alrighty.
Okay.
@Weglars01 says, are either of you thinking of trying a new character in Ultra? Which and why? I will try Hugo, of course. Mm-hmm. I like him a lot in Third Strike, and I played him in Cross Tekken before he was nerfed into terribleness. So, yeah, of course I'll give him a try. I don't know who the 5th character is, but I guess I'm leaving that open. Maybe I'll try the 5th character. We'll see.
For me, I definitely want to find a new character. In fact, I'm going to have massive character crisis in the next one because I've just accepted the fact that Cammy doesn't play the way that I want her to play.
I think that's a good thing for you to recognize.
So, because the thing is, I'm a button Z kind of person and whatever. She's the... I throw you, time for you to die, and that's not my style of play, right? I just want to be able to attack. So Bison's a character I've looked at a lot because he's very scissor kicky, and I have good footsies and whatever like that. Sense. I just don't like charge characters that much, but if the rumors turn out to be true and the 5th character is a doll, maybe I'll take a look at that. If it's another Cammy, then maybe that Cammy will play the way that I want it to.
That's cool, yeah.
I don't know, we'll see. That seems to be the prevailing theory that I keep reading about and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not gonna count on it. But yeah, honestly, outside of Bison, I'll probably still play Cammy just because, but I'm definitely gonna look for other characters. So
is it gonna be like how TV went from 4 channels to 400, but now it's tough to find anything to watch?
Yeah, pretty much.
Every option now.
Part of me is maybe I'll play Dudley, but then that'll just mess me up because I'm using him in Third Strike, right? So that'll kind of mess me up. So I honestly don't know who to play in the next game.
Well, we'll see.
It's gonna take a while, so.
Phantasm.
Yeah.
Best option when someone jumps in, hits you twice, then crosses you up and does the same thing over again.
Oh, Okay, I see what you're saying. It's like jump forward, low short, jump forward, low short, jump forward, low short. Like he keeps pushing you in the cross up distance, basically.
Okay.
Jump, jump with him. Like jump, cross up, low short. As soon as he jumps, jump backwards, hit fierce. That's usually like the best thing that you can do. So
Okay.
yeah. In fact, I still remember that was the way that the very first versus game I ever played was against my brother in Street Fighter 2, and I was Chun-Li and he was Guile. And on my wake up, he jumped over me and threw me. And then on my wake up, he jumped over me and threw me. And I was like, you can't stop this. This is impossible. So, yeah. So now, yeah, if you know they're going to just jump up and hit him. So I know what it's like to be jumped on a bunch of times and wondering why you can't stop it.
Great Buchanan says, as a Rose player, you guys have any advice for stick grips that'll reduce the amount of bad quarter circle inputs I make? Well, that's probably an issue with lots of characters, not just Rose. I don't know. I haven't really thought about stick grips. Everybody seems to have a slightly different take on how to hold a joystick. Whether you do, I do like the modified bat style because I grew up with bat style sticks, and so I just do like the same thing but with the ball.
Right. I mean, honestly,
I don't know.
There's no one right grip. They all
totally
work. So the advice that I always give, I'm assuming you're using a TE stick. And I'm assuming you might be coming from the arcades or something, or just playing games with joysticks. But do not rub the joystick against the edge of the gates. Learn to move the joystick within your hand. Like I don't use the edges a lot.
Right.
So what I actually do when I do fireballs, of course, I hold down. So if I hold down, I just push the joystick down like this. And if I hold to the side, I just push the joystick like this.
Do you use your palm?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So whenever I do a fireball, I will just go from one position to the other position, instead of trying to move it in the quarter circle. I just let the joystick do most of the work. So.
I use my fingers. I guess I would go like.
I guess I do grip it a little bit when I'm holding down, but when I go to right, I definitely do the palm.
If I'm dashing, I go like this.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, the point is everybody has a slightly different take on how to do it, and yeah.
Right.
I just got to figure it out. At FGC, Kid Guru says, did you guys watch KIT?
Well, you skipped the other JN here. He says, thoughts on SF4's increased leniencies. Do you see that one?
Actually, I don't.
Oh, yours is swapped. That's weird. On your page, it's swapped in the order. Mine is...
Weird.
Okay.
Again, we'll talk about Kumite in Tennessee tomorrow. That's probably going to factor in pretty big into the Tuesday show. But it seemed like it was a great event, and I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah. And so thoughts on SF4's increased leniencies and how effective they are in getting new players interested in game. Downside or good compromise?
I'm fine with it. I've never really loved the idea of execution-heavy games. That's me. I know people disagree with that, but that's my stance.
Dude, so I've been playing like random games here. Like, so for example, I've been trying Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasm, right? And then don't ask why I've been messing around with like Street Fighter EX recently and stuff like that. Dude, Street Fighter 4 has killed my execution on some of those old games.
Yeah.
Man, like on Blaze Blue, I know they changed it so if you do forward, down towards forward, they will prefer the fireball code instead of the uppercut code.
Okay.
Which is the opposite. Most Street Fighter games, they'll prefer the uppercut code.
Yeah.
So, dude, I kept trying to do uppercut and coming out with fireball all day. And then EX, all the super cancels and stuff like that. Dude, you have to do the super motion so fast.
Do you really?
Like in Street Fighter 4, you're
I've
like,
never played it.
Oh, super, right? In EX, you have to be like, boom, boom. Like, you have to do it in like a second. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have that much. Well, okay, I was about to say I don't really have that much problem with execution in various games, but what I mean to say is that I can play SF4 fine. To the extent I can play SF4 fine, I can do it. But same thing with whatever other game. I don't know. It's not a problem.
Dude, Mondo wants to challenge me to complete trial mode in EX, dude. Come on, dude. I don't know. Is he talking about EX1 or EX2? Because EX1, like, I wasn't sure if you could play PlayStation 1 games on the PS3, and you can. And I just wanted to see what it was like playing EX for the first time on a Mad Cat stick.
Oh, wow.
So I plugged it in there, and I'm not gonna lie, I did all of the trials in like one night, in like 2.5 hours or something like that. So yeah. So Mondo doesn't stand a chance. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. So yeah.
NorCal Dan 714 says, "What are your thoughts on the USF4 PC mod?" I think we talked about this.
Yeah,
last
we
Tuesday
talked about
show.
it last week. Yeah.
Referred to last Tuesday show.
Yeah.
Up on YouTube now. And is Gandhi the next Daigo?
Could be.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah.
You never know. At Jacob WP says, "Hey guys, love the show. Have you gotten a chance to play Project M, the Melee Brawl mod? Every time I've played it, it has been a blast." I haven't actually. I think that's a great idea. I love the idea. I've never played it.
This question breaks my heart because one of the guys who worked on Project M gave me the SD card with it all loaded up on there, so I can just plug it in right now, and I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. So I'm a terrible human being.
Sounds like
I'm
it.
a terrible human being.
Yeah.
So.
Bob the Man 1Y says, "Can playing online with friends in an excellent adventure style be a good substitute for not being able to go to arcades?" Yeah, I don't see why not. As long as you have good connections.
And it's good because it makes it so that you're having fun when you play it. If the two of you can joke
Absolutely.
around. So yeah.
Absolutely. T-Anthrax says, "I heard Blade 4 is coming out soon, starring Eduardo the Daywalker Perez."
I don't even know what that whole Daywalker
I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't know what
Sorry.
the whole Daywalker thing was all about. So
Kunai Vortex says, "Do you think that fundamentals can be traditionally taught to those of us who didn't grow up in the arcade era? If so, how?" Definitely.
Yeah.
Some of the players who are doing the best in Wednesday night fights right now are players who were 0 years old when the original Street Fighters were coming out. Fact.
Yes,
They were not
yes.
conceived at the time.
So Chris obviously playing very well, and he's been working on his fundamentals a lot just from a sequence of matches that he played with John Choi, because John was like, "I'm just gonna beat you with fireballs, uppercuts, and sweeps now," and like he just destroyed him after a while, and Chris was like, "I don't know what happened." So he's been working with Vi a lot on
He's getting good at it.
fundamentals, and you can see it's helped him a lot.
The
So.
Filipino man has great fundamentals, I think.
Oh yeah.
He's a young guy. So. What did we think about ESGN?
We'll probably talk about that
yeah,
tomorrow.
We'll talk about it tomorrow, I think. In short, I liked some parts of it, disliked others. Great, very descriptive. Straight Jacket 9 says, "Tekken is a series that removes or adds characters a lot. Is removing a character that a tournament player uses anti-competitive?" I never really thought about that. I don't really care about characters in that same way, so for me, it's not a big deal. But I know different people disagree on that. So.
Well, I mean, like Tekken, I can imagine if you like got really good at a character and they just didn't show up at the next version, how frustrating that might be in a way. But
aren't there usually like close facsimiles though?
I think so. I'm not.
There's not like the exact like Julia or whatever, but like JC's in there.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure. So.
At Edward Newgate Jr. says, "What do you do to get better after you've learned a new character and begin to plateau? Just keep grinding it out?"
Pick a different character and try to pick a character that's unlike the character that you are using. I just spoke with someone about that. They said that they're an Ibuki player, and they were like, I was told that maybe I should try learning a different character to see if I can build up some more fundamentals. So I'm gonna learn Cammy. Any advice? And I was like, dude, you're picking the same character. I was like, go play somebody else who's, at least decently different, because you start learning different skills. And it's really interesting how you wouldn't imagine learning a fireball character could help you play Ibuki, but then all of a sudden there's just some stuff you start paying more attention to positioning and all this stuff like that. It's shocking to you. And again, in vanilla, there was one time I did plateau when I was playing online, and I just went to random select when I played online. I just played random select. I got bodied a bunch of times, but it really just kind of like got me out of that rut, and then I got better again.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. At Wumbo 3000 says, "What's your favorite NES game?"
Probably somewhere close to maybe Blaster Master or Bionic Commando.
It's not Mega Man something?
Or maybe Final Fantasy 1 or maybe Mega Man 2.
I'm surprised that you wouldn't just come out with Mega Man.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, because there's so many good games on Nintendo. Yeah, it's hard to say. So
I don't know. I'll probably have to say something like Super Mario 3 or probably Zelda 1 or...
Yeah.
You know,
Makes a lot of sense.
Mega Man 2 is a good choice.
Yeah.
Fliganation says Subway has been selling pizza forever at UltraChenTV chat. FFS.
Well, are people saying like are surprised that
I don't know.
Subway's selling pizza now or something? So
I don't know why I read that one.
do you believe the Marvel vs. series, asks Rodney, is over due to the copyright problems between Capcom and Marvel? No.
I hope not.
I mean, dude, after MVC 2 was done, I think they lost the license for them for a while, right? They got it back for 3, so...
Yeah.
Dude, if you throw enough cash at Marvel, I don't think Marvel's going to be like, no, you can't make a game with our characters, right? I mean, it's...
I hope not.
Right.
Chad R. Stewart says, how's your bison coming along, James?
I haven't touched Street Fighter 4 in, like, months. In
Yeah.
fact, the only time I've touched Street Fighter 4 recently was against Lapchi in Canada because he really wanted to play a match online because there's nothing going on the stream. So he's like, come play me on the stream.
Wow.
I was like, okay, and I played it for like the first time. But seriously, outside of that one match I played with Lapchi, I haven't played 4 in probably like 3 months, maybe 4 months or something crazy like that. Yeah, I just haven't touched it.
I've been playing it quite a bit in order to play offensive Dalsum and runaway Forte.
Right.
Because I think that's fun. By the way, offensive sim is not. It's tough, dude. The problem is that I've been playing mostly against Christian Kane's Makoto, and that character matchup is just. It's the opposite of most matchups for me, Gorge. The more I play a matchup, the more I see these little intricacies that I can use to my advantage. Opposite. The more I play it, the more I see little intricacies that make it worse than I even thought.
Really?
Sucks.
Wow, okay.
At Phantasm again says, who's the sneaky Shen of this year's SF4 Evo? I don't know.
Dude, how are we going to know? The game Ultra's coming out a month before Evo. We have no way to know, so...
Banana Wang says, are either of us going to Texas Showdown this year?
We should be.
Hope so.
Yeah.
And will either of us be entering in the Rusty Perry tournament?
Oh, that's
from
coming
NorCal
up
Dan?
this weekend, I think?
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
I don't know. I'm
You want to just like go Friday night? Was it Friday?
Yeah,
that's Friday night, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that rather than like Wednesday or Thursday.
Actually, I might.
Okay, that sounds cool to me.
I'll have to see because I need to get some stuff to Christian Kane at some point in time, so I'll ask him and see what he's doing. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. There was one question. Uncle Baby says, "Do you think there will ever be a Capcom fighting game that lets you create a custom moveset for a custom character?" I hope not, because I think that's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. I think
All
that's
right.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry, someone actually mentioned that the Banana Huang. I guess he's maybe Chinese, so it's Banana Huang.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm sure you just preferred calling it Banana Wang.
I like saying Wang.
Yeah.
It's a funny last name.
Yeah. Exactly. So.
If that's your last name and you get offended for people thinking it's funny. Sorry, it's funny.
Change your Twitter name then. I was kidding. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it then.
Okay.
Tune in tomorrow for the Tuesday show.
We'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, as per usual.
Yep.
This show, I'm hoping to have up on Wednesday. Again, I'd like to have the Monday shows be live Monday, Tuesday show live Tuesday, then Wednesday is the Monday shows uploaded, Thursday is the Tuesday show uploaded,
Right.
Friday is any DHC.
Right.
If that exists.
And I'm going to try to do that. There's some videos that I really want to do, even though I don't know the game greatly. But
That's
I just
cool.
think it'll be fun. So
I've been thinking about doing that for BB, even though I'm like just basically at the absolute minimum of learning it. Just, I don't know, see how it goes. But
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, see you tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Tune in then.
Peace.